With less than a month away to the U.S. presidential elections, the mystery surrounding President Trump's health and the future of the United States remain. Just days into the president's battle with COVID-19, basic facts about his illness, diagnosis, and hospitalization remain hard to come by. Conflicting reports by Trump's doctors in the White House has put the country in a state of confusion. Now, there is no written rule that says the public needs to know everything about the president's health. However, some are calling the situation simply misleading. Here's a report on the latest on the president's health.
It is less than a month to go for the US election. US President Donald Trump spent his third day at the Walter Reed Medical Center, where he is being treated for COVID-19. The political climate in the United States looks uncertain. At this point, nobody knows what the future holds for US politics. Americans are only relying on the limited information trickling down from the top. However, contradictory information is only causing more confusion as nobody knows exactly how sick is the US president.
He's going home tomorrow, hopefully!
Trump has been given a generic steroid called dexamethasone. Health experts say that this is the strongest evidence that Trump's case may be severe. Critical COVID-19 patients who require extra oxygen are given dexamethasone. Studies show that the drug may be harmful when used in less severe COVID-19 cases. Trump's medical team said that he was given the steroid after he experienced low oxygen levels. They maintained that his condition was improving and he could be discharged on Monday. Donald Trump is 74 years old and described medically as obese. These criteria put him in a high-risk category of patients. The contradictory information given by the medical team treating Trump and the White House staff is now causing widespread confusion. Dr. Sean Conley has admitted that the president's condition had been worse than previously disclosed. Trump's blood oxygen levels had dropped and he had high fever on Friday morning.
Yesterday, you told us that the president was in great shape, had been in good shape and fever-free for the previous 24 hours. Minutes after your press conference, White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows told reporters that the president's vitals were very concerning over the past 24 hours. Simple question for the American people. Whose statements about the president's health should we believe?
So the chief and I work side by side, and I think his statement was misconstrued. What he meant was that 24 hours ago, when he and I were checking on the president, that there was that momentary episode of the high fever and that temporary drop in the saturation, which prompted us to act expediently to move him up here. Fortunately, that was really a very transient, limited episode. A couple hours later, he was back up, mild again. I'm not going to speculate what that limited episode was about so early in the course, but he's doing well.
In an interview to Fox News, White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows revealed that Trump's condition was far worse on Friday than what officials had disclosed. Meadows was one of the officials who said that Trump was experiencing mild symptoms. Earlier, Trump posted a video on Twitter giving an upbeat message to his supporters.
So it's been a very interesting journey. I learned a lot about COVID. I learned it by really going to school. This is the real school. This isn't the let's read the book school. And I get it, and I understand it, and it's a very interesting thing, and I'm going to be letting you know about it. In the meantime, we love the USA, and we love what's happening.
And soon after his video message, Trump briefly left the military hospital in a motorcade and made a surprise appearance for his supporters.
God bless our president. I will die for him. I will die for that man, happily.
What the White House called a short, last-minute motorcade ride has now sparked criticism. Trump's trip is being called a political stunt, which has put other people's lives at risk. The chief of disaster medicine at George Washington University and an attending physician at Walter Reed Medical Center, Dr. James Phillips, said that every single person in the vehicle during that completely unnecessary presidential drive-by just now has to be quarantined for 14 days. On the other hand, Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden has tested negative for coronavirus again. Taking the high road, Biden said that he did not want to attack Trump, who had tested positive for coronavirus. Biden is keeping the focus of his election campaign on the government's response to COVID-19.
I don't want to be attacking the president and the first lady now, because they're now have contracted coronavirus. And Jill and I pray for their quick and full recovery. If I can say something here, this is not about freedom, it's about patriotism. You wear a mask to protect the person next to you. You wear a mask to protect the bus driver. You wear a mask to protect the person you're sitting next to on the bus. And to reject a chance to do the easiest thing possible to save lives, I find it appalling.
Trump's health condition remains a mystery, and so does the fate of the second presidential debate. Doctors treating Trump maintain that he will be discharged on Monday. So will the lost time derail Trump's campaign? We will be watching closely. US Election Desk, WION, World is One.